Hey, I'm Kristen Vincent. My pronouns are she and hers, and I'm a spiritual director and a community partner with Neighborhood Church. This week we are considering our anger. Certainly we have a lot to be angry about. So much has happened in our lives over the last year, and things continue to happen from day to day. Things that we are not at all happy about, that we are frustrated about, that we are angry about, and maybe even feel rage about. What you should know is that all of that is okay. Anger is an emotion that God gave us. Anger is an emotion that God invites us to express. And anger is an emotion that God can handle. God can handle our anger and our rage. So rather than trying to suppress it or avoid it or ignore it, let's express it. Let's share it with God so that God knows what we're angry about and how we feel about it. And so that we can express it, and in doing so invite God into this place of anger, this place of deep emotion and feeling, and know that God is with us, and that God shares in our anger, and that God will help us get through it, and maybe even find constructive ways to channel it. So for today's spiritual practice, I'd like to invite you to consider 1, 2, or maybe 3 things that you are angry about. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, and as we inhale, we're going to think about one of those things that's on our list. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale with force and maybe even with sound. Maybe even like a lion roaring, to really express and feel our anger. And then we'll do that 2 more times, each time thinking of something on your list. And again, as you're doing this, really feel like you are expressing, putting words to, putting breath to your anger, and knowing that God is receiving it. Let's begin. Good. I'm sure you may have more than 3 things that you are frustrated or angry about. And again, that's okay. So what I invite you to do is later on today or throughout the week to just spend time sitting with your anger, putting names to what it's about, expressing it through words or through your breath, and knowing that God is receiving it. God is not judging it. God is sharing in it with you. And God will help you find ways to get through it, to deal with it, and maybe even to do something constructive with it in a way that brings healing and hope to our world. Thanks be to God. Amen.